What up, everybody? You're now tuned into the true definition of a sports fanatic. I'm your host, Brandon Lampley, and it feels good to be back. Took a bit of a layoff, took a vacation, didn't go anywhere, but took some time for myself. So if I'm a bit rusty, I got me a bottle of CLR to knock the rust off. Just want to get into it real quick, and got a few topics, very, very spirited topics. I got a lot to say, which I'm trying to keep it short. Got a lot to say about these topics. And everybody's not going to like what I have to say, but it is what it is. It's facts over feelings over here. If you're in your feelings, it is what it is, man. But before we really get into it, let me share to a few groups. There we go. Share to a few groups, and then we're going to get into the meat of it. But as you can see by the title, first and foremost, we got to talk about the WNBA. And the WNBA, I love sports. I love just about any organized sport, no matter how obscure it is. I'll watch it at least once. It doesn't matter what the sport is. I'll watch it at least once. The WNBA, what's up with my stream? Technical difficulties. Hold on, let me check the stream on Facebook. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back. Now I can see myself. There we go. All right. So the WNBA, they operate pretty much, they don't turn a profit every year. Every year they operate in the red. And the NBA donates $10 million to help them operate from year to year. NBA players donate. They cheerlead for them. The biggest supporter of the WNBA is the NBA and its players, and majority of its fan base is men, period. Women don't care about basketball. Never have, never will. And it's because majority of women haven't played the game. They don't care. They don't care about athletics, and they don't care about sports because majority of them don't play it. So when you have men who, it's constructive criticism. It is. When you have men who want to tweak the WNBA game, Draymond Green put out a couple of tweets. Shaq said some things about it. Shaq suggested lowering the rims, and he caught fire for it. Draymond caught fire for a couple of suggestions. Andre Iguodala caught fire because he used a player's number instead of her name. They've always attacked and bowled up like toddlers when you criticize their league, and not even necessarily criticize, but let them know, say, hey, it's certain things you can do to improve the league. And we want to help you get money because we believe in what you're doing. We see the value in what you're doing. So let us help you change the game to bring more people in so you can get resources to grow the game. The NBA wants the WNBA to be side by side with them. You can't convince me otherwise. They love that league. The men love that league because it's basketball. We love basketball. We love sports. We love it. But for them to criticize your biggest fan base, which is men, which brings me to a tweet that was sent out by one of the players who happens to be the vice president of the WNBA, the WNBPA. Yeah, they Players Association. And she said, the amount of black men who drag our league and blame women for their problems while not making the connection to how that's exactly what white people do to you regarding your race just blows my mind. That's the double whammy of being black and a woman. Baby, you got to cry me a river. I don't want to hear that. I really don't want to hear that, because only thing they have done is try to help you grow your game. Now, you got the comments about, you guys looking like dudes or whatever, and dudes, you're not entertaining and things like that. You're going to have that. Those are trolls. It is what it is. But to go at the ones who support you the most, who want to help you grow your game, this isn't the solution. To talk crap to them, like it makes you not want to watch. The only women's basketball I will watch a good little bit of is college basketball. It's not the WNBA. I watch it some, but not as much as women's college basketball. Women's college basketball is a beast. It's a whole nother beast, man. That game it's on another level than the professionals, and it is what it is. But if you want to grow your game, you have to take constructive criticism and you have to listen. You do. I mean, at this point, what's going to end up happening is you're going to lose your fan base. And without your fan base, which is men, majority of men, the majority of your fan base is men, you lose your league. You have no league, period. It is what it is. Take it how you want to take it. But we're going to move on. And hold on, let me finish sharing these to some groups real quick. Because I had to get that out, man. I had to get it out. I had a very spirited conversation with a young lady on my Facebook, and she went into the whole inequality and women's rights and, the effing talk and all of that. And, all of that's cool and all that sounds good. But when it comes right down to it, I mean, it's facts over feelings, because you want to talk about inequality. Well, the inequality is you guys don't make money. We want to help you make money. It's pretty much that. Is that simple. It's that simple. But you can't tell those people anything. So we're going to move on. Now we're going to switch over to the NFL and talk about Juju Smith-Schuster and him. I think Ryan Clark dissed him. It wasn't low-key either. Ryan Clark dissed Juju Smith-Schuster. He did. And he didn't have to do it. Ryan Clark woke up and chose violence today when he talking about Juju Smith-Schuster, because he talked about how Juju didn't have the offers that he wanted on the market. That's why he went back to Pittsburgh. That's why the offers weren't there. And he's not going to be the guy in Pittsburgh. He's not going to be the number one. He's not going to get the targets he wants to get. He's a TikTok dancer. That's what he does. That's what he does for a living. He doesn't play football. He dances on logos and gets smacked during games. It's kind of what he said. And I just laugh at it, because Ryan has always caught flack for saying things about it was Antonio Brown. Nobody wanted to listen to him when he was talking about Antonio Brown, but he was absolutely right. So he's saying this about Juju. Of course, people getting pushback because Juju is a good kid, but he said, like, Juju's not Pittsburgh. He's not. And hey, I'm going to take it from the guy who played in Pittsburgh, who won there. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm pretty sure Juju Smith-Schuster does not like that. And I would be surprised if he responded. Personally, I think he shouldn't respond. Just go out, play your game, ball out, and then go get you a big payday somewhere else, or in Pittsburgh, or wherever it is you want to go. Because right now, I mean, he's almost like third on the team, man. He's not the number one receiver in Pittsburgh. Dude, I'm going to take Claypool and what's that, Johnson? I might take them. I'm taking them over Juju Smith-Schuster, man. And Juju struggled after Antonio Brown left for a while. He didn't have a 100-yard game until late this year or something like that. He only has 2 since Antonio Brown has left. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. But it's still hilarious that, Ryan Clark, a former player, calling him out like that. I always wonder what goes through players' heads when they see it. Do they just see it as hating? It's an old dude hating. I wonder. But hey, it is what it is. So let's see. Moving on. Yes, this one right here. My whole time that I was off, I've been watching the stories about this, and I hadn't talked about it. And which I haven't been on video and been filming, but been wanting to talk about it. But I wanted to get more facts about it. I want to get more things about it, more information about it before I say anything. But Deshaun Watson is probably the cleanest NFL QB, one of the cleanest NFL QBs in the history of the league. Like Deshaun, I never even heard of him getting a parking ticket. Never heard of him raising his voice or saying anything out of the way. Deshaun is class personified. So that's why these allegations against Deshaun Watson are, people just can't believe it, because his reputation is pristine, man. It's as good as it gets. Peyton Manning didn't even have the reputation that Deshaun had before these allegations, because Peyton Manning was being inappropriate with trainers back at Tennessee, but they glossed over that. They really did. Brett Favre, who ran his mouth about Deshaun, talking about he should just shut up and play and don't worry about it, trying to get out of Houston. Brett was addicted to pills. He was in strip clubs, paying for strange. He was at the Jets facility, sending his phallus to reporters on their phones. So Brett Favre, sit down, bro. We're not here. We're not here for that. But when it comes to Deshaun, man, it's just I reserve judgment because, especially if this was me in the situation, I always think about if it's me in the situation and I know I'm innocent, I know I didn't do anything. You don't want people to jump to conclusions, but that's human nature. That's just what we're going to do. But I will say it does look very bad. 16 allegations. And now they're claiming that he was deleting IG DMs and calling, trying to contact some of the plaintiffs and trying to settle with them. But why? Like, I don't. Even if that's true, that's dumb for him to do. You got to let the process play itself out. Kerson, what's going on, bro? What it is? Hey, you talking about you talking? I was waiting on you. I'm waiting on you to see what you gonna do. Hey, because we could do a whole different segment aside from this. We could just go live and we'll just talk straight up Baltimore football, and we talk about my man Lamar Jackson, Kerson. So yeah, but back to Deshaun. Now seeing this, I really want to know how it plays out. I saw where Molly Querim, you say, "Oh, you just watching?" Okay, no problem. But hey, whenever you're ready, I'm ready, man, because I need some information from you, sir. You're the go-to guy for the Ravens, so I need some information. I'm losing faith. But I wonder how this is going to play out for Deshaun. Is he going to settle? Is he going to pay him off? He's going to fight for his innocence. What is it going to be? No, Molly Querim was talking about him that he should be suspended, and she compared him to Ray Rice. Man, Ray Rice never played another down of football, and they want to talking about protecting women. Okay, that's what the league is going to do. They're waiting for the process to play itself out, because if any of this is true, they're going to distance themselves from Deshaun Watson, and they're going to treat him like a leper, just like they did Ray Rice. Deshaun is not getting past this if any of this is true. You better believe that. It's not happening. But it is also strange. I'm not really a conspiracy theorist. Yes, sir. I got you. Hey, let me know your schedule. I'll DM you. Don't worry about it. I'll DM you. And what was I saying? Oh, okay. With Deshaun, I don't know, man. I don't know. And whether it's true or not, who knows? But you got to let the process play itself out. You do. So I just wish the kid the best of luck. And conspiracy theorists. The lawyer who's representing the ladies who making the plaintiffs who making allegations against him was buddies with the owner of the Texans. Don't know. That's just information. Might mean something. Might not. Don't know. All of a sudden, there's nothing against him, and now he wants out of Houston, and all of these allegations come out. Seems very, very suspicious to me. You see Big Ben and Hardy. Hardy. We just talking about Hardy. But I feel for him, especially if he's innocent, man. Because regardless, if Deshaun Watson is innocent and he proves that he didn't do these things and he's able to move forward with his life, this is always going to be a stain on him. In the court of public opinion, Deshaun Watson is currently guilty. And he's going to stay guilty to a lot of people, regardless of whether he is found innocent or not. So, I mean, I really dislike it. But hey, it is what it is. He got to fight through the process. Moving on, blockbuster trades with the NFL draft. I've never seen that before. Right before the draft, coming up before the draft, you see huge trades like you had. Oh, okay, I got you, Kerson. Greg Hardy both played after they was. Yes, thank you, Kerson. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, yes. Dude, I was talking to somebody about Greg Hardy the other day, and I said Greg Hardy was playing in the league after it was pretty much proven he was beat up his girlfriend and threw on a bed of guns and threatened to kill her. So yeah, and then okay, we know Big Ben. We know, and his reputation seemingly it just seems like he never took a hit. And I told you, Big Ben is probably my favorite player of all time, which is satire if you don't realize that. I mean, I can't. Big Ben is it's whatever, but it's other players that have, especially Ben. Ben has already been through this. It hasn't been as many, but Ben has already been through this. And what happened to him? Nothing. And it was all what? Allegations. And he had criminal stuff against him. I don't think it was just civil. I think it was criminal. These against Deshaun are civil. They're not criminal. They're coming after money. They're not coming after justice. So it does give you cause to pause. So it is what it is, man. But back to the NFL draft and, man, the blockbuster trades, man. Miami is building an absolute beast down there. And I wonder, how do they feel about Tua Tagovailoa? Because they don't seem to have the utmost confidence in him. I don't know why, because from what I've seen, I'm going to continue to build with him because I think he's going to get better, especially once you get him more weapons, especially with them trading down from 3 to 12, then back up to 6. You could still go get your guy, because you're probably going to have 3 quarterbacks go in the first couple of picks. So if Devontae Smith is the Dolphins guy, they're going to go get him. You most likely will be able to get him at 6. And whether it's him or Kyle Pitts, Jalen Watt, whoever it is, they got a bunch of capital and they're still going to be able to get the guy that they desire. And dude, that's boss. Laramie Tunsil might have set up a dynasty, possibly. It's possible, a possible dynasty, because they have so much ammo to pull the trigger on whatever it is they want to do. So much. So, and San Francisco. San Francisco now, Jimmy Garoppolo is out. He's done. I said that Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't the guy a long time ago. I knew Jimmy Garoppolo was not that guy. Now he's no longer going to be with the 49ers, because whoever they draft at 3 now, even if they sit for a year behind Jimmy, they're going to play. And now it begs the question, where's Jimmy G going? A lot of people always speculate, probably going to the Patriots. Could be. Familiar place. I could see it happening. But Jimmy is a turnover machine, man. And I don't know if Bill Belichick is going to put up with the turnover machine. Even though Cam is back and Cam had some turnovers, I think Cam will be better this year. But knowing Jimmy, if Belichick brings Jimmy back, he sees something in him, and that's his guy. He sees something in him. So we'll see what happened. But now I wonder: is it Justin Fields? Is it Zach Wilson? Is it Trey Lance? Who is it? Who's going to go to San Francisco and unseat Jimmy Garoppolo? Great theater. The NFL, man. The NFL is, man, it's a soap opera, man. It's the longest running reality TV show in history, which is sports in general, period. But the NFL, for sure, they really play it up. So moving on, it's enough NFL talk. Talk a little NBA. Lakers and Nets. Everybody just want to be souped up, man. And I hate when people say LeBron created the super team. Dude, go listen to Chris Broussard. Go listen to Chris Broussard, and he talks about one of the first super teams with Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain. I think it was Gail Goodrich, and it's one other player. They have 4 Hall of Famers on that team. That was one of your first super teams right there. So this is not a new concept. Teams stacking the deck. You can't get mad at that. Hey, if it's not your team, it's not your team. It is what it is. It sounds like hating to me. I'm not mad at the Nets for stacking the deck. They want a ring. Go get it. Bringing in LaMarcus Aldridge, I'm not. that right there doesn't do for me what it's done for other people. Like, oh my God, this LaMarcus, all da da da. Even Blake Griffin, I was like, it's gonna help. But we know what the bread and butter is. It's KD, it's Kyrie, and it's James Harden. That's your bread and butter. Everything else, that's just the side. They're the meat and potatoes, and those guys, that's the rice, that's the salad, that's the beans or whatever. Those guys are the meat and potatoes. It's the same in LA. Bringing in Andre Drummond for the Lakers does it for me. Man, that's a huge pickup. Andre Drummond, go ahead and get Marc Gasol up out of there. Have Marc Gasol play about 10 minutes a game because, man, he's not the Marc Gasol of old. And I don't want to poo-poo him because Marc has always been a great player. But at this point in his career, he's not the same. And bringing in Andre Drummond, someone who can protect the paint, and also someone who's a great rebounder, dude, it's going to do wonders. LeBron is on the mend. He'll be back. Anthony Davis, they say should be clear soon to come back. So you're looking at a clash. If both are healthy, you're looking at a clash of Lakers Nets. Now, me personally, I don't care who wins out of the Lakers and the Nets. I don't, because they're easy. Both teams are easy to root for. Because with LeBron, him winning another ring doesn't change my opinion of him. He's already the greatest in my opinion. With the Nets, James Harden getting him a ring, KD and Kyrie getting them another ring, and bringing a championship to New York in basketball, something they haven't had since 75. Yeah. So regardless of what it is, it's going to be must-see TV. It's going to be a great series. I hope it goes 7 games, and I hope it's one-on-one last shot. KD or LeBron, James Harden, AD with the ball in their hands, ready to win it all for their team. Still like the Nets to beat them in 6. It's possible, Cha-Cha. I ain't gonna lie to you. They stacked. They a can of Pringles, man. They are stacked up right now. And it's going to be tough. Like, people are already saying if LeBron James beats the Lakers how they're currently constructed, go ahead and cancel the GOAT conversation because it's over at that point. Me personally, I think it's over now. But if he beats the Nets, most people are going to say, yeah, it's LeBron James because this team is absolutely stacked. The Nets should win the NBA title this year. If LeBron James unseats them, it puts him in another stratosphere for majority of people. They're already saying it. So, man, I can't wait to see it, man. I am ecstatic about the NBA Finals, and I hope both teams make it. I hope they stay healthy. But Kyrie and Kevin Durant are question marks when it comes to health right now. And the East is sneaky. They should run through the East. They should. But the East is sneaky, man. All it's going to take is for KD and Kyrie to miss a couple of games, and now they're on the ropes. Because James Harden, as great as he's played without them on the court, we've already seen this movie. We've already seen it. He was wearing red. We've already seen this movie. It's not going to happen if all three don't play. Won't happen. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Man, this felt good to get back on, going through the motions. Man, I have been wanting to film, man. I wanted to film last week, but, man, I had issue with my eye and couldn't be on here looking like this. So, I had to do what I had to do and just wait it out. Hopefully, I got some other people supposed to do some live streams later on this week. So hopefully they come through. If not, it's whatever, because regardless, Brandon in the show is going to go on with or without him. So hopefully we get these guests on. You guys, I'll let you know the topics beforehand, and so you can tune in because it won't be 2 of them won't be about one won't be about sports. So just tune in so you can chime in and give your opinions, and I'll let you know what the topics are because it's going to be something that pretty much everybody's going to be interested in. Everybody doesn't like sports, but when you want to talk about the issues that we're having right now when it comes to masculinity and all that stuff, dude, it's a conversation that most people want to have because we have an issue with masculinity in this country. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Holla at your boy. I appreciate y'all. Is there anything else? I think that was it, man. But next time, I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.